Hey everyone. So happy to be with you guys for another level up.
Yeah, and what a nice weekend to be here too, right after the eclipse within this eclipse energy too. How nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like Brenda said, powerful time to come together.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Hi Pam.
Hey everybody.
Hi Brenda. So nice to have you here. Yeah, so we're gonna have some eclipse talk a little bit since we're kind of fresh in that energy. Figured we'd kind of talk about some of the astrology behind it and kind of just give a brief overview for beginners too on just what makes an eclipse and stuff as well. Hi Mary.
Hey there.
Okay. Do you want to do your card first or do you want to get into the
let's
eclipse?
yeah, let's talk about the eclipse first. Let's do that.
Okay,
And
perfect.
then we'll segue into the card there.
Sounds good. Okay. So here we have yesterday's eclipse, and I did get to see some great pictures. Did you get to see some good pictures, Alyssa?
Yeah, I saw some really nice pictures. Obviously I live in Michigan, so not able to see it here, but it was rainy and cloudy anyways, so even if we were able to, it would not have been visible. But yeah, I saw some really nice pictures, and yeah, also curious about how everybody's feeling with the eclipse energy too coming into the weekend here. um, definitely definitely could feel the energy coming through and can still feel it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Um, oh, hello. Oh, Pam, a huge amount of creative energy yesterday. Wonderful day,
And
even with all the rain. I love that.
yeah.
Oh, got to watch the whole eclipse. Very cool.
That's so nice.
So nice. So wonderful.
Yeah, hoping to be able to see the one in April where there's a lot
Mm-hmm.
wider viewing area
Yeah.
across the United States. So everybody
Yeah.
should check that map out and see where you fall with that too and how closely you can get there. Did see one in, was it 2017, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
My oldest was a little baby, so I remember that one pretty well.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's always fun when you can see it, but you can feel it either way. It's there whether you can see it or not. Um,
Yeah, one of those just beautiful things the universe creates. And I think the fact that, oh, here, another creative energy from Sarah. No real expectations for it. Yeah.
nice.
Mm. Journaling about limiting beliefs. That's great. Magical day. Meeting a new person. Oh, love that.
Very,
New
very
sacred
nice.
space. Yeah, to do some healing work. Totally. I feel
Yeah.
like this eclipse chart is such a combination of letting go and new beginnings, having it be a lunation on the south node, having it be, a um, square to Pluto. Granted, a wide orb, but Pluto is very prominent in this eclipse series, and I think Thomas talked a little bit about the series that Bernadette Brady had studied, being 134, and I know that in that initial eclipse series, Pluto was very prominent and continues to be through this one, and so it does have a very strong letting go in its creating ability as well.
Yeah, and with Pluto also recently just moving direct, that's going to
Mm.
increase that that transformative energy coming in through with Pluto.
Such a great point. Yeah, with
Yeah,
it moving slowly, being a little stronger right now as well.
yeah,
Definitely.
yep. That slower moving planets there.
Yeah. Hey, Brittany.
Hey, we're good. Thanks for asking. How are you? Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
wow. Very
Perfect.
cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'll have to travel too far myself either. Hmm.
Yeah, I think I've got to go a little south. I think I'm a little too north.
I've heard a
Completely
lot.
exhausted.
I've heard a lot
Yeah.
of that. So you are not alone, not at all.
No, not alone.
Yeah.
And, I feel like eclipse time is great for rest and just kind of a restart too. Haven't journaled since the eclipse. Mm, Having bad energy come at me lately. Oh, have to do a little clearing for this new moon too. That would be good.
Yeah. Starting. Yep.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, definitely post your eclipse pictures for sure.
Yeah, totally.
I'd love to see them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, I think that with this eclipse series, I would love to hear what people are managing right now, and I think with Thomas's story that he shared too is a great example for this eclipse series, just with the endings and new beginnings too at the same time, and kind of creating a space for things to come in as well. And um, the eclipses are cosmic course correctors, and this is a wonderful time to bring necessary change.
Yeah, and the eclipses, they're longer periods of change of themes going on too. So it's not always like that instantaneous thing, or if it's something
Mm.
that comes up, they're like well baked in things. They're things that are play an important part of your life somehow, or um, in the long term they will somehow.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a great point. Since eclipses do happen every 6 months or so, that it is a longer cycle in the grand scheme of things. So it could be something that ends up um, making more of a change later rather than just right now and having it be instant.
yeah, and then eclipses on their own are turning points, changing points, like you said, course correctors. Um,
Hmm.
this one here, this is our first eclipse within the Aries Libra axis too. So it's a new energy that we're dealing with here. It's something that's when these new energies come at you, they kind of can like catch you off guard and throw you off your feet a little bit. Where
Mm.
we have a lunar eclipse coming up in Scorpio, and that's going to be that's the last of the Scorpio Taurus axis. So we have this wrapping up of things while we have this new starting of things, kind of like happening together, kind of at the same time. Um,
Yeah, no, that's a great point.
and
Just with
that adds a
both.
lot to it. Makes it feel like there's just so much going on.
Yeah, totally. With both accesses being prominent between this whole eclipse season, it shows a ending of an 18-month cycle as well as a beginning of an 18-month cycle. But I think this beginning of this particular Libra cycle just does have a little bit more of a endings to it, just with it being a south node lunation as well as the prominence of Pluto, than
Mhm.
some of the other new moon beginnings as well. And I chalk that up to you need to let go of things, make time in your day to like start a new routine, or just the letting go process that is necessary to bring things in.
Yeah, things that um, with Mars and Scorpio too, like letting go of things that they might seem like little things, but deeply ingrained things. yeah, lots of little things coming up. And being with like in between these axes is kind of like you said there too. I thought that kind of played into the card that that I drew here tonight too. So
Oh
I
yeah,
drew
totally.
the I don't know if you're not gonna be able to see it very well. It's the Nine of Swords here that I have. So you know, you have the guy in the middle here that is surrounded by all of these swords that are coming at him from all different directions. So you have this guy that has multiple different things that are coming from multiple different angles, things that are piling up, things that are coming from the future, things that are coming from the past, and they're all, you know, they can be overwhelming at times. The swords in themselves, they relate to the element of air, so it has a lot to do the with our thought processes and our intellect, right? So when I think of the Nine of Swords and I think of all of these different swords that are coming at this person, I think of them often coming from within the mind. So like, you know, some of the blockages that we put on ourselves, the ways that we limit ourselves and kind of hold ourselves back. Um, yeah, something that's just kind of been coming to me is just like quietly listening, and kind of like you said in your comments, Sarah, about not having expectations. Um, sometimes the best things come from that. Just, you know, like trying to just let go of whatever it is that needs to go away, whether that's easy or not, and being willing to just let whatever needs to come in, whether that's easy or not, you know. Um, yeah, and I feel like it really kind of speaks to this powerful in between times that it seems like, you know, I can say that I feel like I'm in, but I can see lots of other people that are saying it as well and are experiencing it in lots of different ways.
Yeah, definitely. I think that it definitely feels like an in between time for me, and I've heard that narrative quite a bit as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've got a couple of good comments, and Sarah actually has a good question in here too about, is this opening up lots of shadow work to come up heading into the end of the year? I would say yes. Just with the eclipse season kind of falling in that in between time, like we're saying, as well as, you know, it lasting through these, you know, next couple months before we get to a new moon that is not within the 15 degrees of the nodes. You know, we're getting close to the end of the year at that point, that, you know, these changes that are coming to fruition now will continue as the year ends, and, you know, we'll have the new eclipse season start again in April. So we're really not talking many months into the new year before a new eclipse season starts. But I think for this energy, yeah, definitely. And I think that shadow work is a great thing to work on through this eclipse season, and just kind of helping yourself step back and kind of connect with, you know, the best changes for you and what that relates to, you know. And I think that with Libra, there's a lot of themes around relationships and just how you show up in those relationships, and not necessarily how other people, you can, but just showing up yourself and being there authentically you. And, you know, because that's what you can control, is how you show up to the relationship. And I think that in a lot of those situations, you know, you hear people saying that people match your your energy. And so if you're showing up in relationships at a higher vibration, you're going to attract people with higher vibration. And I think that there's a lot to be said for just kind of, making note of how you're coming into, these relationships yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Mars and Scorpio on its own is opening up for you to do some shadow work. Sarah, looking at, so coming off of the Taurus Scorpio axis, I firmly believe that that was an axis of digging things up. That was within Scorpio, right? So people were bringing things up. So there's an opportunity for shadow work of bringing these things to completion here within the end of the year as we wrap up that. And you said that beautifully, Kristin, about coming into the Libra eclipses and, the relationships and how we, the give and take there. And I think with Venus being in Virgo, I think that kind of says a little bit of something too about the discernment and the boundaries that it's okay to make within Libra, within the balance and trying to level things out. So
yeah, I completely agree, especially with Venus being opposite Saturn right now. That very much has a boundary progression to it, and just what's best for you in these moments. And two, back to your Mars comment with the North Node being Aries ruled right now, you look to Mars, and I think that there's a lot of positive growth that can kind of come from just kind of going deep in some of those shadow work topics. And like Sarah says, shadow work meaning triggers and limiting beliefs, and just, the practices that you're doing to push yourself forward in a spiritual growth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, happy you're here, Liz.
Hey, Liz. Good to see you.
Oh, we had Stevie in here.
Hey.
Says gonna catch the rest on replay. Sending love.
Well, thank you for joining in for a moment and saying
Absolutely.
hi. That means a lot right there.
Great to have your energy here, even if it's just for a minute. Oh, I'm guessing these are probably pictures. Eclipse on the heels of the 1010 portal. Oh, endings and new beginnings. I let go of attachment to my stories surrounding an unhealthy relationships. Yes. I allowed a friend back into my inner circle, and wow, what a beautiful time spent with her. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I don't the double number portals, but I mean 10 is a very powerful number for sure. And I think that with the Mars conjunction to the South Node during those days as well, it was a nice precursor into the Aries Libra energy of the eclipse too. Oh yeah, definitely post them on the Discord.
Yeah, perfect. Cool.
Yeah. Oh, relationship transformations. Yeah.
Yeah, when the astrology shows you right where you need to be in alignment, it just
Yeah.
it just makes even the hard things just a little bit easier.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, it's just confirmation.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why I love astrology so much, is I love being validated that my energy is going to the things that need my energy.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Perfect.
Okay. Brittany wants to know, what's the best way to do shadow side work? I think journaling is really helpful for me.
Journaling or
and
meditation, sitting quietly, quiet contemplation and seeing what comes up,
stillness.
sitting
Yeah.
within silence and um, you know, even just thinking of like the word shadow work and the ideas behind it, like
Hmm.
it's a lot and it's daunting and it just sounds not good and not fun, right? But that's part of kind of why I brought up that point about um, tying up the loose ends with shadow work of the things that you have been working through. Like um, you make progress and I don't want to say there's an ending, but there's levels to it, and
Hmm.
you work through some really really deep stuff. We all have deep stuff, I'm sure, um, but it's so helpful and so beneficial just to sit with those uncomfortable things.
Yeah, and open-minded reflectiveness.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, meditation and journaling. I think that's my go-to answer there.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely. Oh, good. Brenda was able to put the pictures on Facebook, so everybody go check out those eclipse photos if you haven't seen any good ones yet. Okay, Stevie's Virgo rising. Energy in Libra with Pluto and Aquarius lands in the second and sixth house. There's a lot of lots of transition and changes going in regards to my daily life and habits and finances. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that pulling up your personal astrology for some of this stuff is really really very interesting. And um, I've been watching mine and my husband's charts with the eclipses too, and tend to have stories that are aligning with those access topics. Definitely.
Yeah. Even my kids, my youngest is 4, so not quite so much, but within age appropriate things, my 6-year-old, I see the things playing out within her chart too, within age appropriate activities and topics. So it's there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Mhm.
even with children. Yeah, you could
Mhm.
definitely see some
Yep.
of that too. Hello. Hmm. Stevie's also working on limiting beliefs and creative blocks. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is definitely a good energy to do that under, for sure. Mm. Being authentic, yeah.
Being your authentic self, absolutely.
Yeah, and Thomas has had a lot of subconscious mind mastery podcasts about that topic recently as well. And so if you're looking for other things to kind of motivate you, just kind of listening to the last couple episodes would be really good. First glance, and wow, the chart looks incredibly magical to me. Stick with the beauty of it all, definitely. I'm working with some major Eris Venus energy and its shadow for sure. No, I think that that's a really great point too. With Eris being on the North Node, it is a strong um, presence in this chart. I actually don't think I even have Eris on this. No, I don't have Eris on there, but yeah, placed on the North Node in this chart as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brenda, I'm working on being authentic and yet being sensitive to the cycle that others are in. Yes. I think that that's a big part of it too, is, back to, um, only being able to change the things within you that you can, and kind of leaving other people to their own cycles as well. Yeah. Oh, Sarah's getting back to work. Thank you so much for joining us, and we love you back.
Have a great night at work, Sarah.
Not sure where I need to be astrology related. Um, Astro.com or AstroSeek would be a great place to run your chart. And so you would be looking for the houses that are Libra ruled would be the first one that I would focus on, just because of the current eclipse energy. But then Aries would be the other one that to kind of take into account. And they are houses that would be across from each other because they have a relationship within the same axis to one another. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, Sarah says shadow work is so intimidating. So right now I just try to backtrack through my triggers and try to find the source. It's a little bit less overwhelming than things to start with. Yeah, I definitely can see that. And I think that that's a good work backwards method as well.
Yeah, and I think that's bringing shadow work to your own level too, Sarah. So I think that's, if that's what you're able to do at the moment, that's perfect. I think that's actually great.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that managing what you're capable of managing is better than doing none of it.
Yeah, and I don't think this is the type of thing that has to be a set picture perfect way either, right? There's not a rule set to working through our own struggles and traumas and difficulties that are different than everybody else's within the world, because they are not us, they are somebody different. So
you're right, that is such a good point.
Working through that quote unquote shadow work and difficult things, it's going to look different to everybody because everybody's got different things.
Absolutely. Yeah. And, the way that they approach problems differently and, how long it actually takes them to move past it. There is no cut and paste.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a great point. Oh, Brenda said lots of journaling and self-reflection. Yeah. Transition and scheduling, boundaries, finance and future. Transition my legacy. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep, yeah. Definitely. Second up level. Yeah. Oh, also a Virgo rising. Nice. Okay, so having the North Node transit on top of her Mars right now. Yeah, I think the nodes have a 9-year cycle where you get a nodal reversal, or an 18-year cycle where you'll end up with the nodes on your Mars every 18 years. And I think that having the North Node transit your Mars is just a really good time to, realign your motivations. Having that Mars in Aries too, it's a Mars that is happy, it's at home in Aries, and it is the quintessential self-starter type of energy in the Aries sign. So I think just kind of realigning your motivations, it would be my best suggestion for that transit.
Yeah, it feels like it allows Mars to do what Mars and Aries wants to do.
Yeah. Uh-huh. No, you don't have to make a new chart. Just if you look at your birth chart, you would want to look for the Libra sign, which is the one that is normally represented by the balancing
so like
scales.
Right at the very top of this chart, you can see the symbol.
Yeah, where it's got like the line at the bottom. Yeah. Yep, the very top of that chart right there is
look
the
for that
Libra
symbol.
sign.
Yep.
Yep. big day yesterday on Eclipse Day. A vivid dream that led to amazing journaling. Awesome. And shadow work around my limiting beliefs about money. Earlier this week, I saw a snake, which encouraged me to shed my old skin and make way for transformation. I love that. Very
Yeah,
cool.
very powerful. The vivid dream
Yeah.
sounds like some creative energy too, which seems to be a theme
Hmm.
within the comments here. Yeah,
Yeah.
with the visualizations.
Um, yeah, you'll want to look for the Libra sign just to know which house Libra is in your chart, is really what we want to look at. Hey, Melissa.
Hey,
Yes, happy
here.
Healing Sunday. Yeah. Oh, Esman too.
Yep.
Hello. Oh, okay. Gemini rising. So that would put I have to move it in my head. Where would eclipses fall then?
So fifth house.
Yeah, 5th, 11th. Yep.
Yeah. I have to count
Yeah.
it too. That's the delay. I don't have that memorized.
Um,
So yeah, eclipses across the 5th and the 11th house. So it's you have to look at your own personal planets and your own aspects within there, but something within what you create within your own personal realm and the things that you can kind of bring to the table, and then looking at the group and what the group contributes and what you can contribute to the group, and within your own what you contribute to the group and what you contribute to yourself in your own creations, because both are very important.
yep, absolutely. Yeah,
It's actually very, very very interesting access, and kind of can be very fun and exciting too in different ways.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, because it's your connection to community, it's
Mm-hmm.
connection to your creativity. The 5th, 11th house axis is also, the 11th house is the house that is said to be for like dreams and stuff as well, like your desires. And I think that having eclipses in that axis can definitely help kind of just reframe, just what your goals can be over the next few years.
Yeah. Very exciting. Very nice.
Yeah, definitely. um, oh, Brenda's a Scorpio rising like you.
There we go. Hey.
Very cool. Pluto in the 8th house, 13 degrees in Libra. Been elevated lately for me, not sleeping great last 2 weeks. Yeah,
There's a lot of
hopefully
action
that
over that Libra planet there, So
yeah,
yeah, it's
hopefully the sleep helps, because I know it's so uncomfortable not being able to sleep at night.
mm-hmm.
Chucky related dream. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make it hard to go back to sleep.
Yeah, definitely for me too. So the 5th house is like creativity and just what you do for enjoyment, where the 11th house is community. So it's that relationship with what you do in creation and then bringing it to um, a community after.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
thinking about the things that bring you joy. It's a good self-care access too, across the 5th
yeah,
and the 11th, and making sure you
definitely.
care for yourselves as well as others. It's probably involved with other people.
Yeah, yep, totally. Aspen sharing or shedding items no longer needed. Horty Taurus.
As a Taurus sun, I get that completely.
Yeah.
So good for you.
Yep, I love that. All right, awesome. Yeah, so definitely awesome to be in the eclipse energy for this meditation too.
Yeah, and I think just, I with all of these different energies and all of these different things going on, I think just coming together and having a time to listen and listen within ourselves, and this time to, share our love and energy with others. It's even, it's always important, but it's even more important right now. The amplification is just like on top notch right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have one more. Gotta work on a project for a friend. Yep,
That
perfect for the eclipse
describes
energy.
it perfectly there. Yeah.
Yep. So they have their ascendant in Libra. So this is, yes, first house. And it is self-care, but it's also just your body in general. And it's a little bit more to do with appearance than health, because health, you more look at the sixth house than but it is a lot of how you show up on a first impression level.
Yeah, your body, your personality, your psychology, all of those first line things. And then opposite end of your chart is the seventh house. So working across, focusing on yourself and focusing on others and the relationships between the two somehow. Just coming off of that access myself, actually. And there's a lot of you and the other. And that shows up in a lot of different ways. Some people that's marriage, some people it's business partnerships. Sometimes it's a best friend or just somebody you spend a lot of time with.
Yeah.
Just can't always pigeonhole it to, seventh house gets pigeonholed to like romantic relationships a lot. And it's not always that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that balance and fairness to yourself is a good way to put it, just because in fairness to yourself, that's making sure that you're not giving too much to others, which is a lot of what Alyssa was just saying.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a nice segue into. Yeah.
Yeah, love that. Feeling connected.
I know. I love this space. It's so nice.
I agree. It is really so nice.
So, with that, yeah, balance, love, and fairness to myself. I think I love that. I really, really like that. I'm actually going to write that down for myself.
Yeah, I like that too. Definitely.
I think that's a nice segue into our meditation.
Yeah, and
into a Libra eclipse meditation.
Yeah, I think that we're in a time that there's a lot of turmoil, and the love that we can bring to ourselves and the people around us, if we're able to make a little bit of difference, we can continue to make a difference for so many people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Well, with that then, we'll get ready for our meditation.
Do you want to start or finish?
We can start. We can switch it this time. I think there's a couple more comments I see popping up on here. I know kind of keep popping up, but maybe we should see those real quick before we
Yep, perfect.
get to the end.
Communication with others would be third house. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, and then look for Mercury for communication.
Yes. Yeah. Yep, Mercury would be another one. If you're talking about communication with somebody who you have a deep, maybe like romantic relationship, you could look at Venus. But communication would mostly be Mercury.
Yeah, in the broad sense. And like you said, if you were looking at a specific relationship, you could look at other houses for
Yeah,
that
seventh
too,
house. Yeah, would be.
to go into that.
Yeah, seventh house for relationships, third house for just general communication.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. Anybody that doesn't know, my husband's father passed last week, and so we've been traveling for the funeral this week. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will.
Right.
I'll start off then. So we'll start off with a few deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Wonderful. Now we can just take a moment to get comfortable. Make sure that you're in a nice seated or laying down position that you can let go. No expectations. It's okay to let your mind wander, but continuing to come back to the moment and enjoy the stillness. We can picture a space that makes us comfortable. Whether it's our own home, a house of a loved one, or maybe just a spot in nature. We're able to picture a spot that brings us peace and comfort. Filling our hearts with the joy and the love from being in such a nice space. The comfortableness we feel now, filling our cup. The moments to ourselves, being able to enjoy your own company, being able to smile at the moments that you're giving back to your own self. Creating a connection between you and your higher self. A stillness that connects you to your highest timeline. As you take these moments to give yourself the attention you need, thinking about what fills your cup and motivates you. The motivation through the week will only help you in working through the coming changes, creating a more positive, stable, and being able to connect to yourself on a higher level as you continue to move forward, creating more and more progress to your highest timeline. This beautiful connection that you have with yourself continues to help raise your vibrations, to help support the vibrations of others. All of your loved ones, you can help raise them up and support them in the raising of their vibrations. Help support your vibration as well. Such a powerful gift you could give to others by just supporting yourself. In these moments, you can see the changes that you might need to make, and you will have the power and motivations to move forward. Beautiful guidance from the universe, supporting you every step of the way. As you think about the necessary changes that are to come, you fill the space that is left with beautiful energy, positive energy. Now being able to spend more time in a higher vibration. You must always let go to make space for new. And we are all supporting each other in these new ventures. We are standing for each other and supporting these changes. the energy behind this eclipse will continue to support your highest timeline. The connection that you feel to your highest timeline will only get stronger. The vibrations of everyone listening now and in the future, their vibrations will continue to raise, and we will continue to help support the high vibrations of everyone around us. This beautiful energy that we share together helps connect us in this understanding of how important energy is. And as we support each other in this positive energy, we just push each other closer and closer to our own highest timelines.
And as the strength of the group and the individuals that come together here continues to grow, so does our own personal strength, and our own personal path becomes increasingly clear. Releasing, letting go what will not serve us well in the future. Processing and working through that which we need to let go, but does not easily shed away. Feel yourself walking forward down your own path, becoming lighter and lighter as you move forward. Letting go of resistance, letting go of hurt and baggage, letting go of stress, and walking forward into support and love and balance. And just knowing that you are walking into support, love, and balance. makes the things that we come along on our path just a little bit easier to handle. Self-node eclipse tells us to let go and release, to move forward, while Libra says, find balance and find love. Find balance and find love, which is exactly what we find here within our own little group. Within this connection between people from many corners of the earth, people that live far away and near, coming together in support of not only themselves, but each and every other person. Feel that support, feel that love, and feel the balance that it brings. As we come together on a quiet beach in a circle, as we so often do, projecting love, support, and balance to not only every other person standing on that beach surrounding you, but also out fanning across the entire globe. The amount of love and positive energy that comes from this group is so great. There's no way that we could hold it within ourselves and keep it to this group. It explodes up and out, going exactly where it needs to. Love traveling from our group up into the ethers, for raining right back down on top of us. The love and the support, the balance and the power are unbeatable. And thank each and every one of you for being a part of it and allowing me to be a part of it as well. And since we are all standing together here on the beach, beautiful clear sky above us, going to take a snapshot of this moment, how it feels and how empowering and how loved you feel. And take that with you through the rest of your week. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you, Alyssa.
All of you. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. The energy that we cultivate here on these Sunday nights is just wow.
It's really amazing.
Just wow.
Catch up some of these comments. Love the Aquarius energy, though. Oh, thank you, Brittany. Oh, I think she's already left us.
Yeah, so much good information from this little group here, and
yeah, so happy we could help. And
the layers of the onion, you know, just one little teeny nugget, one little piece at a time, and it leads you to the next little breadcrumb. And
absolutely. And I think that's a really good way to just explain astrology too, just because it is such a vast topic that it's studying the little nugget that you did find, and then continuing to move on and start to integrate all the little nuggets that you find.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, you're so welcome, Brenda. So happy that you could be here. Love you all. Oh, thank you so much, Beth. Oh, and Amelia, thank you.
Thank you for being here. Yes.
Love it. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yes, amazing energy. Soul sisters. Yes, we definitely, we are a soul family. And that's my favorite term for everybody here. It definitely feels like that. For sure. Yes, better than weekly therapy.
Yeah.
Yes, many blessings and many miracles all week. Yeah, wishing that that this eclipse season helps bring in the things that are meant for us.
Yeah, brings in a little magic somewhere and something.
Yeah.
Something magical.
Yeah, I have to say, like, there is such magic around the eclipses. It's just beautiful, you know? And the fact that, you know, we get to see it now and again. And granted, I didn't get to see it in person, but I just love seeing all the pictures and, you know, hopefully see it in person very soon.
Yeah, yeah. It's really, really nice. And it just all the different phenomena that we can see. It's all just so beautiful. And, you know, just
totally.
The earth and everything around us. It's just so beautiful.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
Really is.
Even just the leaf changing and, you know, my drive from Michigan the other day, it is so beautiful.
Yeah. We spent some time picking up beautiful leaves today and looking at all the different colors, and it's just nice, and
yeah, definitely
very nice. Thank you, all of you.
We've got one more comment in here. Yeah, I love your tapestry tonight. Definitely.
Yeah, weaving all those things together, and then it just becomes a big.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
Bio, yep. I actually was meaning to talk to you about that, Melissa. So we'll segue that conversation.
Yeah, I love that idea. I always said that I couldn't make that with everything going on.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
definitely sounds great to me. I would love to do some Hocking Hills hiking.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a gorgeous, beautiful place. Such a magical. Oh, the magic there, and yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that quite a few times.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are some serious magical portals in that place.
I love that.
So. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I think April Eclipse would be really, really great.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, I am always so thankful to be able to be part of this space and to share this with you, Kristin, once a month here. It's so nice to.
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, I know. I love doing this with you too. Definitely one of my favorites. And yeah, we will see everybody next month, the weekend before Thanksgiving. So I think that we even said that we're going to focus on just some gratitude practices. So yeah, it'll be a nice level up before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Have a wonderful week, everybody. Absolutely.
Yeah, have a great week. Love you all. Yeah. Oh, yes. See you Tuesday for Alyssa's meditation. Meditative astrologer.
Yeah, Tuesday nights at 8:30, Facebook and YouTube. You can find that's a pretty much an astrology meditation if that's your thing. So
love it. Yeah. Yes, many blessings for your evening as well. Yeah, many blessings.
Thank you for being here, Beth. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's so nice to see
thank you, Heather. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wonderful. All right, everybody. Enjoy your night and everybody have a great week. We will talk to you soon.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.